Hello everyone, welcome to my channel. If this is your first time on my channel, you're definitely welcome. My name is Jemima. I'm a wife to a handsome Afik man, a mom to a beautiful princess, and I live in Houston, Texas. So as you must have seen from the title of this video, I will be sharing with you guys the questions they asked me on my US visa interview, the responses I gave, some questions I heard them asking other people who got denied, the responses they gave that I think was the reason why they got denied, and some little tips that would help you with your visa interview process. Remember, I would always do my disclaimer. I am not an immigration officer. I do not work with immigrations of any sort. I am just sharing my own experience in case it might be helpful to you. You could learn from it in one way or the other. So without further ado, let's get right into this video. Let's start this thing real quick. So in my opinion, a visa is to help you enter the country, and the visa interview gives you an opportunity to tell them the reason why you are coming into the country and show them proof or convince them that you are coming back to your country. Yes, I said it. So let's jump into the first question they asked me. So the first question they asked me was, what is your purpose for going to the US? Now, before you actually answer any question, make sure you keep this at the back of your mind that literally every question they ask you, they already know the answer. They just want to make sure you're saying the truth. The moment you say any lie or anything that doesn't correspond with what they can see on the computer, you are getting denied. Okay? So be very truthful. Make sure you do not lie. Okay? So yes, what is your purpose for going to the US? This was the response I gave. I intend going to the US to pursue an education in my dream university, Louisiana Tech University. So that was the response I gave, and after I gave that response, she was like, okay. So she asked for my documents. So I handed her my I-20, my admission letter. I gave her my passport on other required documents. The next question she asked was, so why did you choose Louisiana Tech University? The response I gave was, I applied to 3 universities and I was given admission to all 3 universities. But I chose Louisiana Tech University because after I made my research, I found that Louisiana Tech is a Tier 1 university. Tier 1 university means, it's highly rated, has good education, they provide good education and so on. Make sure you do your research in this. Let me start all over. I applied to 3 different universities and I was given admission to all 3 universities. But I particularly chose Louisiana Tech University because after I made my research, I found out that Louisiana Tech University is a Tier 1 university, which is highly rated, and they have great programs of study. They provide great education, and it's located in Ruston, Louisiana. Ruston, Louisiana is a small city in the state of Louisiana, and it's a very quiet place, and that's the kind of environment I consider a study-friendly environment for me. Then I also added that I have a brother who was already in the school 3 years then. As of then, he was already here for 3 years, and he was also in the school, and he speaks highly of the school. And yeah, it would be really good if you have a relative, like an immediate relative, though they don't really care about your father relatives. Honestly, they can actually see that in your record if you have a sibling and stuff. So just say it and tell them, okay, yeah, your sibling speaks well of the school, and and stuff like that. Ooh. So before I proceed into the next question they asked me, I'm going to talk about 2 people who got denied before me, and they were asked this same question and the kind of responses they gave. So the first one was, they asked him why he chose to study at that particular university, which actually was Southern University, and it wasn't even far from my own school. But yeah, he said that it's a historically black. It's a historical black university, so they have a lot of blacks there, which didn't make sense. Okay, historical black universities are great universities to attend, but the purpose of you going there shouldn't be about the race. I don't know if that makes sense. I know the lady was like, there are also black people in the universities here in Nigeria, so you can do well attending that. I mean, she didn't say that, but she basically implied that. So he got denied his visa. So you shouldn't say something of that nature. Another lady that got asked the same question, that I remember her response vividly, was she actually responded well. I think her own was in Michigan or something like that. She responded well about the school, but she now added that the school is in a place where they have so many entertaining thing like sightseeing and whatever, so she would get to have that in her school life. She would get the opportunity to like tour, and she got denied because your purpose of going there is actually for school and they don't want to hear about the entertainment part. Just convince them that you're going to school here and you want to attend this education because they provide great education. That's just that's basically the thing you should say. Okay, so let me go into the next question. What is your major? And why? So she asked me what my major is. Then when I told her, she now asked me, why did I choose to study that? Okay, so I'm just going to link those questions together. What is your major and why did you choose to study that? So this is the response I gave. Sorry, I have the book right here so I don't miss something out. So the first question is, what is my major? I plan to major in business economics. Why did you choose business economics? Why did you choose to study business economics? You get what I mean. I chose to study business economics because I have a passion for it. I also look up to Ngozi. I also look up to Ngozi Okonjo-Iweala. She was once the Minister of Economics and Finance of Nigeria, and she also works at the World Bank. And I also aspire to contribute to the economic policies of my country. So at that point, after I responded to that question, she went through my passport. She saw all the other visas I had, because as of then I had the visa to the UK because I had gone to the UK that same year. I took like a couple months after I came back, actually like a month or so after I came back from the UK was when I had the interview. Then I also had a visa to South Africa because I had gone to South Africa like 2 years prior. She saw all those. Then she also saw in my admission letter that I was to resume school like 2 days after that day. So she actually made sure they processed my visa for me right there. Like 30 minutes, I got my passport back with my visa stamped in it. Yes, so that was basically how my visa interview went. I wasn't asked so many questions. I think it went well. Mine was great. I really loved how mine went. It was completely different from how my brother's own went. My brother, he got asked a bunch of questions, more than I did, so it was just good because there were so many things that I didn't have. I'm not even gonna let that out there right now because yeah, God helped me because there were some things that I didn't have then, that I felt like, if they asked for it, I would have gotten denied. But make sure you go with all your documents, and yeah, I wish you guys all the best if you plan to come here, and I hope that in a way this video helps you. And please make sure you subscribe. Please subscribe to this channel. Thank you to my new subscribers. Thank you for joining the family. I really appreciate you. Just know from each one of you that subscribe, I actually rejoiced and I thanked God for you. So just know you're very special and you have a special place in my heart. And yeah, please help me share this video, and I will see you guys in the next video. Bye bye.